Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Humor the Heart. I'm glad you stopped by to watch my video. Today I want to talk about a common dating app mistake that people make when they join dating apps to meet people. One thing that you want to remember is that we're all on dating apps. We all want to find a relationship. The dating apps can be challenging. You have to filter through a lot of people. So I want to help you move forward, and that if you do meet somebody on a dating app that you connect with and you vibe with, you want to meet that person sooner than later, so that you can continue with the vibe, so and that you don't lose interest. So, one dating app mistake that people fall into is the pen pal trap. Don't fall into that. We are not on dating apps, okay? We're not here to meet pen pals, okay? We're not doing that for a good morning text for weeks on end. No, we're not doing that, okay? So, if you meet somebody online and the conversation is going really well, and you can tell from the conversation right away, you're like, oh, we vibe, he's asking me questions and she's asking me questions, and it flows and it's natural. You want to set up a date within that first week. Okay. Again, you want to avoid the pen pal trap. Um, this is very important as well, because oftentimes too, and research has shown, a lot of users are married or in relationships. So the sooner you can set up the date, the better. Okay. If you're vibing with a guy, for example, and the conversation is going really well, and you're like, oh my God, I want this guy to ask me out, and it's driving me crazy. He's not saying anything. All right. One thing that I have a tendency to say, and I'm always kind about it, just be like, I'm really interested in getting to know you more. I can't tell by our conversation if you're interested in meeting up, or, if you would like to meet up. However, I am interested in meeting you. And that kind of it's like the key to a locked door. Okay. We want the guy to ask us out. So that have a lot of proven success rate with that. Because I'll give you an example. I was talking to a guy for a couple of weeks, and I'm just like, it's just conversation. How are you? How was your day? How was work? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, get to the point. Like, I don't want to message on this app for weeks on end. If I'm interested in somebody and the conversation is good, I want to meet you sooner than later. If we have a vibe in person, let's see if we vibe in person or not, and could there be a potential relationship. So if we're saying something along the lines of, I can't tell from this conversation if you're interested in meeting, and that's okay. A lot of times they're going to say, yeah, let's meet up, or, they'll plan a date, and, don't obviously give them too much information, because you want them to be able to ask you the questions of what you like, what you don't like. And we want them to take that initiative, and the same for the guys is too. Like, don't be shy to ask a woman out. If somebody's interested, they're going to want to meet you. And if they don't, and it's great if you want to meet up and you want to share contact information, that would be great. I always advise caution of giving out your actual telephone number. There are texting apps with other numbers, because if you Google a phone number, you can actually find out a lot of information about a person. So you do really want to be careful of who you give your number to. So just a friendly reminder about that. And you can just keep the communication on the app till you meet, and then go from there. So just a friendly reminder, again, dating app mistakes. You're not in the business of having a pen pal. You're in the business of trying to find a relationship. And that has worked for me in the past. I met a guy online, and he was awesome. We met in person. One of the things that I said was, to him, I was like, let's get to the point. Like, I really want to meet you. And we ended up meeting, and we did date for a couple of months. However, it just didn't work out. Family issues, things like that. So, yeah. Other than that, I hope this helps. When it comes to dating, I know the modern dating world is highly challenging, and it's not fun, and it should be fun, but sometimes it's not. So I hope this helps. I hope you all have an amazing day. And if you do have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments, like this video, share this video, um, or you can give it a thumbs down if you don't like it either. Always welcome to constructive criticism. All right, everybody, have a good day.